What's up, y'all? This is Korise from Townfuturist Media. Come with us as we get this podcast bag. There's a lot of money flowing in the podcast industry right now, and we're on our way to Healdsberg, California, to get this podcast bag. We hooked up with a dope company called Primo Club. They're doing a reality show called Vacation Oasis that's coupled with a podcast, and we're gonna get this bag. So come on with us and see the behind the scenes. Some people think podcasts are very simple to do, and they can be with the right environment. Also, you know, depending on the level of quality that you're going for with your podcast. So today, it's really about the high-end podcast look. Sometimes when you see podcasts, it's shot really flat. It's just like one big source, maybe some accent lighting, and it just looks flat. Today, we're going for some depth to complement the vibe with lighting, how we can shape the light, how we can control the light that's coming in from natural sources like windows and sliding glass doors and things like that. This is day one of a 24 episode podcast. Today we'll be setting the formula for days to come, production days to come. It's all about that corporate bag. It's all about the podcast bag today. So come with us as you can see this behind the scenes, man. We got a lot to do. So I'll see you at the set. Can you unhook that right there? So we could fit 6 on the bottom there, Quentin. And I'm just gonna hand stuff to you guys and just gonna slide it in this way. Okay, right. So this is our set we're working with today. So we're gonna turn this into a podcast set here. And we're getting set up. There's some guys outside working. I'm really hoping these guys turn off that blower or sprayer or whatever is going on before we start shooting. But this place is pretty nice. You can see what's going on. It's pretty loud though outside right now. But this is our set. This is what we're setting up for. We're gonna do the blocking here and see how we go. Just finished wrapping up our podcast. We're getting ready to strike, but I wanted to go over like our setup here really quickly on how we really achieve this look. We were kind of going for a natural light look, leaning into what's going on with the different windows here that we have. And what, you know, we decided on was we were gonna go with these 200s here behind me. So we have these Godox no LED 200 panels, and they're like matte lights inside of there, and they're really soft. I really like the look of them. But this is the whole set behind me. Of course, we'll get some close-up of everything. We are punching a 6K through this window, which is creating this look here. It was looking a little dark when we kind of first setup. We knew the light was going to change, so I wanted to punch some light through there, kind of highlight the logo and this little table that's over my shoulder here, and just get some sparkle on the table. We got a couple little accent lights going over here. I threw like a little LED light over on this table, just kind of like sparkle up those lights. We threw another tube over here that's highlighting these bottles here. This is like a 60 watt, 45, 60 watt panel. It's RBG, but it's the light mons. I have 2 of them. So we were using these as the hair light. They're set at 43 Kelvin. We have one on this side as well. And it was giving us a little kiss on the side as a hair light. You know, of course we got our 6Ks, just rocking and rolling. We were rocking with our DZO lenses here today, and we were getting a really, really kind of cinematic look. We also got this 300 up here, and it's just giving like a really nice kiss of light on these bottles that were here on the table. Just to, you know, you could see the before and after. Like without it, it's, you know, it's not really, it looks boring, but when you throw it on, it's giving a little window of light vibes, and it looks really great on camera. And you know, some wine, got the vibes. We got a couple little practicals here going on in the background, and just, you know, accents and things. We have these little guys. These were on, I don't know, maybe you turned them off, but these were great on the table in the background, just giving some vibes. So we did a cross key lighting situation for the 2 chairs, and you know, lighting on the shadow side is, you know, we know is better, and so you can kind of see what the vibe is like when I sit down, but we'll show you the before and after. But this is how it looks, and because his camera is right there, this is what we're looking like. We got the ATEM set up, and we got the ATEM Extreme ISO 8 channels. Of course, we're only using 3 channels today. Of course, the laptop, you can kind of see all the controls. And then over here, we got our audio set up. And so we got the Rode Podcaster Pro 2 with 2 microphones plugged in, channel 1 and channel 2. That's all running to a snake, and you'll see how it's running over here. We got our little 8-channel snake that's hiding over here behind the talent chair. Right down here, we got a little 8-channel snake. This is really convenient when you're trying to have like multiple, you know, microphones plugged into, you know, your recording source to get it across the room, so you're not running a bunch of different wires and things across the room and have to daisy chain. This is a great way, great source. You know, 150 bucks, something like that, to get an 8-channel. It just do yourself a favor and do that. Since you're dealing with a multi-channel recorder, it helps to have that. I can't tell you how many times that's helped our production level in terms of how we can place and where we can be placed in the room versus how we got to be like close to, say, the microphones and the plugs. And so anyways, that is our setup. We came in pretty heavy. We also did some modifications and blocking and trying to control light. We put up this kind of 10 by 10 out here in the courtyard. So this place had, you know, lots of windows going on. And so what we did, come outside, and we just threw up a couple C-stands and put this backdrop up. It's just a black, you know, fabric, just to kind of control a little bit of the light that was coming in. We knew the light was going to change throughout the day, so we kind of planned for that. We kind of spread out here in the courtyard. We got stuff everywhere. I mean, it's just, we came in heavy with 3 carts, and we pulled everything out of the damn van. So showing you the behind the scenes and giving you the game of how to do these different productions, how we kind of roll in, roll out, and, you know, execute for these different types of productions, whether it's podcasts, corporate events, documentaries, different things like that. So we're gonna give you the game, and this is a little bit of behind the scenes of Vacation Oasis podcast. And so thanks for watching with us, getting this corporate bag, getting this podcast bag, getting in our bag, showing up with excellence, and doing what we do. We are at the loadout part of our day, and we are tired. We've been here since 10 o'clock. It's now after 4. We're loading now, so I'm trying to get the van packed here, so bear with us. Rock and roll. All right. They go right here. I was trying to figure out what was right here. And it's those stacked on top of each other. And then all of the grip heads go in here. Oh. All right. Super tight band. But it fits. Gotta pack all this soft stuff. We're at the end of our day. Here's the team. Ah, man, taking a breath. We're almost done packing up. Anything you want to say about today's production?
Today was awesome. Make sure to check all your settings. Doing audio, check them all. Disable them all, and one at a time, isolate. And we're good.
Today was awesome. Yeah, it was like a big training day for me, but looking forward to continue learning with you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, today was dope. Takeaways for today was I would say we packed for success, and we pretty much used everything that we had in the van pretty much. You know, all of the stands, everything, almost all the lighting. You know, the load in, load out, and setup took a lot longer, so we probably need to build in a little bit more time. But today was like really just setting the template for what's to come for the next coming weeks and months. So now that we got the formula, we're like, okay, how can we really go in and execute? Everybody kind of go in, play their part, and know what their roles are, and we just rock and roll. So we're gonna finish the loadout and wrap it up, man. Y'all, thanks for tuning in, and that's it. We're gonna ride off into the sunset. Boom.